In the name of God, the most merciful, the most compassionate. The Middle East trembles on the precipice of a conflict of unimaginable proportions. The ancient animosity between Iran and Israel has reached a fever pitch, fueled by decades of mistrust, proxy wars, and the relentless pursuit of regional dominance. The rhetoric emanating from Tehran grows increasingly bellicose, leaving the world to wonder: is a full-scale war between Iran and Israel inevitable? The spectre of war looms large, casting a long and ominous shadow over a region already reeling from decades of conflict. The language of diplomacy has given way to the language of threats and counter-threats, raising the stakes higher with each passing day. The world watches with bated breath, hoping against hope that cooler heads will prevail. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the supreme leader of Iran, is a man of few words, but his pronouncements carry the weight of religious and political authority. When he speaks, the world listens. Recently, Khamenei has issued a series of increasingly pointed warnings to Israel and its allies, particularly the United States. The enemies should know that they will be met with a decisive response, Khamenei declared in a televised address, his voice echoing with quiet menace. We will not hesitate to defend our interests and our people. The Zionist entity in particular should take heed of our resolve. These are not empty threats. Khamenei's words carry the full weight of the Iranian state, a nation with a proud history and a military force eager to prove its mettle. His warnings are a clear signal that Iran will not be intimidated and is prepared to respond forcefully to any perceived aggression. The Supreme Leader's pronouncements have been echoed by senior military figures within the Iranian establishment. General Esmail Qausari, a high-ranking commander in the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, recently sent shockwaves through the region with his blunt assessment of the situation. We will definitely respond to Israel's recent actions, Qausari announced, his words sending a chill down the spines of observers across the globe. Our response will be swift, it will be decisive, and it will be felt throughout the region. Qausari's words are more than just saber-rattling. They are a clear indication that Iran is actively planning a military response to what it perceives as Israeli provocations. The question is no longer if Iran will respond, but when and how. Section 4. Echoes of the True Promise. General Qausari's pronouncements were particularly unsettling given his reference to a previous Iranian military operation, the True Promise 2. This operation, which targeted American interests in Iraq in retaliation for the assassination of Hossein Salami, serves as a chilling reminder of Iran's capacity for swift and devastating retaliation. Let there be no doubt, Qausari warned, our response to Israel will be even more severe than the True Promise 2. We will strike at the heart of the Zionist entity, and we will not rest until justice is served. The invocation of the True Promise 2 is a clear signal that Iran is prepared to escalate the conflict with Israel to an unprecedented level. The spectre of a regional conflagration looms large, threatening to engulf the entire Middle East in a maelstrom of violence. Section 5. Salami's ominous vow. The chorus of warnings from Tehran has been amplified by General Hossein Salami, the current commander-in-chief of the IRGC. Salami, known for his fiery rhetoric and unwavering commitment to Iran's revolutionary ideals, has promised a response that would be both swift and unimaginable. If the Zionist entity dares to commit any act of aggression against Iran, Salami declared, his voice filled with righteous anger, they will be met with a response that will shake them to their core. We will unleash upon them a fury the likes of which they have never seen, and they will regret the day they ever thought to threaten the Islamic Republic of Iran. Salami's words leave no room for misinterpretation. They are a clear and unambiguous threat of war, a promise of swift and devastating retaliation for any perceived Israeli transgression. The world watches with bated breath, bracing for the storm that seems all but inevitable. Section 6. The gathering storm, an imminent threat. The rhetoric emanating from Tehran is deeply concerning. The pronouncements of the Supreme Leader, coupled with the bellicose statements of senior military figures, paint a picture of a regime spoiling for a fight. Iran, Under increasing pressure from sanctions and feeling threatened by what it perceives as Israeli aggression, may believe that a decisive military action is its only recourse. While it is impossible to predict the future with absolute certainty, all signs point to an imminent attack by Iran on Israel. The language of diplomacy has failed, replaced by the language of threats and ultimatums. The drums of war are beating louder with each passing day, and it seems only a matter of time before the storm breaks. The world must wake up to the very real possibility of a catastrophic war in the Middle East. The consequences of such a conflict would be devastating, not just for the region, but for the entire world. The time to act is now, before it's too late.